What's going on, guys? BZ Rider here with another video. In today's video, we're actually going to be doing the first power upgrade to the 350. I was researching on pretty much what the first mod is that I should do to the Z, and everybody's been recommending the Plenum spacer. I went ahead and ordered that. I ordered the Motordyne 5/16 basic Plenum spacer from Concept Z Performance. I'll leave the link down in the description for that in case you guys want to order as well. I'll show you guys what it looks like, and we'll go through the step-by-step process of installing it on the Z. So let me turn the Z around and then we'll get back to it. Now that I got the car turned around, we'll get ready to start. Upper plenum part looks like I gotta take off the strut bar, intake, basically everything that's up here. This job shouldn't be too difficult. We'll go ahead and set the camera up on the tripod and get started with it. They are nice enough to send you a set of instructions. I think that's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and get started on taking everything apart.
Alright, to get things started, we'll go ahead and take off the strut bar.
Alright guys, so here we have the plenum off. I would recommend this be a really good time that you do a good cleaning inside of your intake if you're doing this job as well. So one of the flaws with the original setup of this intake and why people use the plenum spacers. So with the upper plenum off, you can see the reason why people actually do this modification. The backside of the intake plenum on the upper half, there allows a lot more air to come through there versus the closer that you get towards the front of the motor. What that does is when it gets shorter like that, it decreases the amount of air that can come to the front two cylinders and actually chokes out your engine through your mid-range. Having this spacer on will allow you to be able to get more air in. As you guys know, more air inside the motor, more power. I'll go ahead and put this up on a tripod, do a nice little wipe down inside of here. Guys, also make sure that you don't drop anything that you don't want going inside of your motor inside of here. With the intake being open like this, if you get any dirt or anything like that down inside there, there is a possibility that it could mess up your engines. Just take your time and make sure that everything is clean as it goes in. Okay, so Motordyne actually recommends to remove these two studs right here that are like a guide stud for your plenum. And the way how they recommend doing that is taking the two original nut sets there, threading one upside down and the other one on top of there, and then you should be able to just loosen the bottom bolt and okay, yeah. So one of the cool things that I'm loving with this kit so far from Motordyne is that they've included additional hardware or new hardware for this upgrade. Your longer bolts that you need for spacer, pretty much every bolt, as well as those studs that we took out, they're getting replaced with new bolts, new hardware. They also included Loctite as well as some strut bar spacers just in case, since the plenum is being spaced out some now, they will include those as well, so that way you don't have the risk of your strut bar actually hitting plenum after you put everything back together. And I'm happy about that too, because I was missing some bolts for the strut bar. Also comes with new washers as well as some spacers that go internal of the upper plenum. That's really good customer service right there, that they included that at no additional cost, or the cost is probably already factored in there, but it's nice that it comes in one package all complete. They also include a sequence of the bolts themselves. So this is a torquing sequence as well as the actual torque spec of what to torque them to. Bolts 1 through 6 put a little bit of that Loctite on those bolts before you thread them in. You only thread these in by hand. They're not going to be super tight, so don't get your ooga-doogas out. Actually get a torque wrench, tighten these down properly to spec, or you could actually use like a nut driver on your socket, so that way that you don't over torque these. These are all torqued in inch-pounds, so you don't need all the ooga-doogas. Crazy how fast it gets dark here in Ohio during the winter time. We got the plenum spacer installed, everything's back together on the car, so let's go ahead and try to start it up, make sure everything's fine. Idling good, just high right now because we are cold, so this is a cold start. Alright guys, so I would call that a successful install. I have not driven the car yet, but I will get ready to take it for a ride after I finish recording this. I will also leave a review later on in a future video. Right now, I'm going to go ahead, finish cleaning the car up, close it up, move the daily, and then take it out for a little test drive, see how it is. You guys know about how it was in another video. So if you guys found this video informative, please go ahead and leave me a like. Also, if you guys have any questions about how this installation went, leave those down in the comments as well, and I will get back to you with an answer. Also, if you're not, please make sure that you do subscribe to the channel, as I do post videos weekly. So once again, this is BZ Rider. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.